That's right. And the National Weather Service tonight says that this is the strongest tornado to hit the Chicago metro area since 2015. The signs of destruction are on the ground everywhere as volunteers continue right now to work through the night.
To see it firsthand is like, wow, okay, it's a lot more intense than you think when just seeing it on TV.
Cole Jabel's grandparents live in the Naperville subdivision hit by Sunday night's EF3 tornado. Their home was spared, but he decided to lend a hand and help with some of the cleanup, moving down tree limbs and other debris, all the while taking in the damage that almost doesn't seem real.
And half the kitchen is in the house and the other half is sitting in the pool. We see, if we walked over here and there's just a toilet, a vanity, and a mirror just in one place. The entire second floor is just strewn in the backyard. I was like, that's interesting. You walk over and you see the staircase just going backwards instead.
And we will for sure come through this, but it is a test. That resilience, though, is already on display as you walk through and you see some of the damage that's taken place.
22 homes in Naperville are considered uninhabitable, another 130 damaged by the storm. 8 people were hospitalized, all but 2 have been released. That couple still at Edwards Hospital upgraded to good and fair condition after being rescued under piles of debris from this home that was leveled to the ground. Officials say it's incredible more people weren't hurt.
A lot of people on a Sunday evening are sleeping and are not watching television or radio, and that cell phone notification gave them the instructions on what to do. And I think that's partly why we saw as little injuries as we did in this community.
Yay, no insulation.
While the destruction took its toll, volunteers stepping up tonight to get this neighborhood back on its feet.
It's nice to see as all these people come back out to, lend a helping hand. It's really heartwarming to see that, especially after the pandemic, people coming back together to help out, especially after a disaster like this.
About 1,000 customers here in Naperville lost power last night, but most of that service is restored at this hour. The American Red Cross tells us they are helping about 14 individuals with emergency housing tonight whose homes were destroyed. Live in Naperville, Dana Rebick, WGN News.
Dana, thank you. And that was the view from Naperville. Holmes Ring doorbell camera as the storm blew through last night. At least 5 people were hurt when the tornado hit there. The high winds reduced a home in the Cinnamon Creek neighborhood to rubble. And today, family members sorted through the debris to what used to be their grandparents' home. They were among the injured in the storm. The Patel family says they still cannot believe what happened.
I woke up to my parents telling me that my grandma and grandparents' house was gone. I was like, what do you mean? So I just put on what I could and came down here, and I just couldn't believe it.
The whole house is like gone. It was like there was nothing standing.
And neighbors and community members have been at the site of the home all day pitching in to help with the cleanup. The Patel's grandparents are currently now getting treatment as they recover in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Well, major cleanup is also underway tonight in Woodridge, the next town hit by the destructive tornado.
WGN's Brona Tumulty has been there all day talking with residents. We hope they're doing a little better, Brona.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, I believe so. A lot of the damage we've seen out here today has been masked by darkness, but you can see this house behind me has been completely devastated. You're going to hear from that homeowner very shortly, but we're told about 100 structures, mostly residential, were hit here by that tornado, which is estimated to have been about 3 blocks wide and traveled for about 3 miles. And some of the other things we've seen here today were obviously uprooted trees, street signs ripped right out of the ground, and while sirens are credited with saving many, many lives, some people here say they never even heard them.
I saw that there was supposed to be storms rolling through. I didn't really think that they were going to be that severe.
Brad Bresnahan had already settled down for the night when his phone woke him up.
That tone out noise that goes out on the phone, I mean, I'm sure everybody who has a smartphone heard it.
And a quick glance outside.
We looked at it, looked out the window, and by then it was right on top of us.
Shook him to the core.
Your adrenaline just shoots through the roof. By the time, like I said, I said the words, we're going to the basement. By the time basement came out of my mouth, it was stuff slamming into the side of the house. It sounded like the freight train, like the whole real deal.
Similar scenes were unfolding in homes all around him.
It was so fast that I felt my ears starting to pop and the window started to rattle, and then all of a sudden, like, the wind was blowing around me, and I was like, what is going on?
Bridget Casey was scrambling to get her 4 children to the basement as she tried to save something else too.
I wanted to make sure I grabbed my husband's ashes because they had already grabbed photo books.
They'd no idea their house would look like this a short time later, but tells us today has very much been a case of a community coming together.
Everybody stopped by. There's been a bunch of people that stopped by, dropped off water, dropped off food, made sure that we were good.
Everybody kind of banded together, and I mean, at one point we had probably 12 people in our yard helping me cut down trees.
Officials say about 100 structures, mostly residential, were damaged here, and when the sirens stopped, the phones started.
Once the tornado touched down, we had over 200 calls for service. People couldn't get out of their garages. There was damage to the doors. There was debris in the way. Some people were elderly. Some people had medical issues. They were on oxygen.
An overwhelming task for first responders racing in to help as Mother Nature raged around them.
It was difficult, but they handled the situation tremendously.
While the damage will take time to clear, no lives were lost in all this devastation, and for Casey, she's sure someone special was watching over them.
Probably.
Now, Bridget did say there that she was desperate to save her husband's ashes. You'll be glad to hear a firefighter was able to go into what's left of her house and find the ashes intact amid all of that rubble. On a separate note, the Red Cross has obviously been wonderful in all of this. They've set up a shelter at Thomas Jefferson Junior High School and have all sorts of things over there, including cots, food, blankets, even mental health services for anyone affected. Well, Ivan Woodridge, Brona Tumulty, WGN News.
All right, thanks, Brona. And residents there had a lot of cleanup to do, and they got help from volunteers who just showed up to pitch in and do what they could. Many said they went to bed thinking it was just a thunderstorm, like always, and then woke up to an alert on their phones telling them it was time to take cover. Some didn't even make it to the basement.
Well, it all happened so fast. I was in bed, and then it was kind of like a weird popping sound in my ears, or it felt like my ears were popping, and I thought it was weird, and then all of a sudden there was stuff like flying around.
It's kind of like that train sound people talk about, and it's real.
So glad that nobody was killed. That's the most important thing. We can repair all of this, but as long as everybody's okay, that's what counts.
Oh, interesting to hear about the air pressure drop that she felt in her ears. Village officials say they can't believe that there weren't more injuries considering how much damage there is to the community.
Let's head to Downers Grove now. The storm uprooted trees and even ripped off sides of homes there. This is, or it was Skycam video from a neighborhood. There it is near 83rd and Lamont Road. The NWS is still evaluating the damage to see if a tornado did actually touch down there. So far, there are no injuries, but the strong winds did knock out power lines as well. Crews right now continue to work to try and restore power to many of those areas.
The National Weather Service says a tornado touched down in the Plainfield area last night as well. Officials say they estimate the EF0 tornado traveled from Plainfield to Romeoville a little over 3 miles. The estimated winds were about 85 miles an hour. It caused some damage around Route 59, that area, and the Mistwood Golf